Welcome back, Coffee Talks, Jared Jackson.
Today is Mother's Day, and Mom, first thing I want to say is I love you very much. I don't think there's enough words. There's not enough of anything to quantify what my mom means to me. She's been there throughout my entire life. I've watched her go through things, and I've watched her fight sometimes and struggle and claw her way through tough times that we've gone through as a family. And she's one of the strongest people that I know. She has everything that you could ever want out of a mother, my mom has, and she's way better than your mom. And I go through my whole life with a deep sense of gratitude and a deep sense of how much I owe her. I feel like I owe my mom so much, and I feel like I don't have enough time, and I feel like I don't ever have enough of anything to give back to her what I feel like I owe her. And I've had this conversation with some people, and you know, not everybody has the structure that my family has. And I'm extremely grateful for my mom and my dad for putting that structure in place. And not everybody has that. And I've had the conversation with some people where they've told me, you know, you don't need to feel like you owe your parents for doing the things that they've done to you. And I understand that to a certain extent, but it's a me thing, you know. It gives me, I've said this in other videos, it gives my life purpose to feel like I can do something in return for what has been given to me in my life. And no one has given me more than my mom, my parents, my family. But my mom's been there through everything, and from the bottom of my heart, if nothing else in life, I hope that she knows I am truly grateful for everything that she's done for me. And there's never going to be enough time, you know, to repay that debt. I was going through a really rough time recently, just personally. I was having a really tough time in my own life, and just dealing with a lot of things, a lot of stress, a lot of worry. And I was on the phone, called up my mom and my dad, and well, they called me because I had messaged my entire family just asking them if they would, you know, think and pray about me, pray for me, and just keep me in their thoughts. And I was on the phone with my mom and dad, you know, later that evening, and Dad had an interesting way of putting things into perspective for me. He said, you know, because we were talking about how at the time I was just feeling really worthless. You know, I was feeling like I wasn't contributing enough to my family. I wasn't giving back. You know, like I told you at the beginning of this, I have a deep sense of debt. I feel like I owe my mom so much, and I haven't even come close to giving back to her what I want to give her, right? So I was really feeling very worthless for a little bit there. I don't know, I was just in a bad way, and there was a lot of things that were piled on top of me at that specific time. And I was talking to Dad and Mom on the phone, and Dad reminded me, he used the analogy when you're on an airplane and they tell you, if there's an emergency and the air masks come down, make sure that you take care of yourself, get your mask on, get yourself to a place where you have the strength and you have the ability to help the person next to you or the person in front or behind of you. And that's the same way it should be in life. If you are a broken individual, if you're not fixed, if you're not right, if you don't have the strength, and you're not emotionally and mentally stable in your own life, 9 times out of 10, you're not really going to be able to help anybody else. So, in a sense, what he was saying to me was, you have to deal with what's going on inside you. Okay, you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else, essentially. And I've always gone through my life feeling this huge sense of debt and wanting to take care of my mom and my dad and my family and all these people around me. I want to do things for them, right? And sometimes I'm not taking care of myself, and it led me to that breakdown that I had where I was in bad shape. But that's what your parents are there for. So my dad and my mom walked me through that situation, and it was just another thing that they did for me, and they just continue to keep doing for me over and over again, selflessly. They're not asking for anything in return. And so this is Mother's Day, yes, but 100%, my mom and my dad have always been in my life. And they've always been helpful. And they've always sacrificed. And they've done everything for their children. And it's a lot to handle sometimes when you have the mentality that I have, knowing that people have done so much for you, and going through your life sometimes thinking you might not, or you haven't given back to them what you owe them. I feel like I owe them, and I know that they'll say you don't. I get that. It's okay. But on this day, this is Mother's Day. Mom, I love you so very much. I'm doing everything that I can to contribute back to what you've given me. I'm very appreciative. I love you so much. And we will keep going through our lives together, hopefully for a very long time. So, everybody, call your mom. Go see your mom on this day if you can. If you have a mom, to do that. If you don't have a mom, think about what you might be to a child that's in your life right now. If you have a child, even if you're a dad, just make sure that you let that child know. You be the parent to that child. Give that child a parent. Like what my mom is to me. If you don't have a mom to call today, or a dad, go and be that parent to someone else, a kid that you have in your life. Just do for people, be a good human being to other people around you. Just in general. It's a good way to live your life. Okay. I'm getting out of here. Catch you guys in the next video.